What kind of movie could end 10 minutes after the start if the main character wasn't such an idiot? The Belle Movie Girl 1. Hey, do you want to watch a videotape that will kill you in 7 days? Girl 2. No thanks. Don't swim in the open ocean, Nemo. Okay, Dad. Credits. No, the cartoon would just have started developing in a different way. An embittered child decides to express himself in a different way. He paints himself with squid ink, behaves as if he is depressed, and listens to Panic at the Ocean and Fallout Fish. I present to your attention, Emo Nemo. Cars. If Lightning McQueen had listened to his team and changed the wheels on the pit stop, as expected, he could have won the race. But then he would not have gotten lost in a quaint, abandoned town, would not have gotten involved in adventures, and would not have met colorful characters. This means that there would be no stereotypical plot moves that would show Lightning McQueen and the audience the value of friendship and modesty. Aladdin. If Jafar had just paid Aladdin, as promised, instead of betraying him, he would have had a lamp and become a powerful king. Aladdin just wanted to get his money in exchange for the lamp. Exactly. It is unlikely that Aladdin would have been able to do anything with Jafar, who had a lamp. I've always had this moment floating around. If Jafar could take the lamp and make 3 wishes before returning it to Aladdin, then Aladdin could let Jasmine make 3 wishes before freeing the genie. Not the main character, but still, don't open the beach for the weekend. The Jaws. Jaws is a perfect allegory for the coronavirus pandemic. We have to close the beach, we have to quarantine and maintain isolation, but we will lose too much money. And anyway, the shark crown is not such a serious problem. A little later, a bunch of dead people. If Voldemort had magically wound up a shotgun and fired it at Harry Potter, even his mother's love would not have saved him from this. But no, he needed to add more drama. He started sending Awadu Kedavra on the little chosen boy. He was a baby. It was possible to use a bucket of water. Yes, he could use his wand without doing any magic. Just put the tip on Harry's tiny eye and hold it until he stops screaming. Any horror movie where all your friends die one by one. After the 3rd one, you just have to tell the fuck off and get out. After the 3rd one, I would have taken a shower after the first death and come back only with the cops. I would too, but some people don't act within the bounds of common sense. They wait for the fuck to come, and only then they decide to get out. Not a movie, but a TV series. In Breaking Bad, Walt would have had a much better fate if he had subdued his pride and allowed his to pay an old friend for cancer treatment. My rich friend will pay for all my needs, and all I have to do is play Candy Crush and nibble on waffles? No thanks. I'd rather brew meth and kill people. Come on, the movie. How I Met Your Mother ran for 9 years. 5-minute story. Guys, I was at the wedding then. Your mother used to play the bass guitar there. The end. 50 Shades of Grey. Anna. You're an abusive maniac with serious psychological problems. Ask for help. The Matrix. If Neo had chosen the blue pill, he would have lived a miserable life like the rest of us. And everyone's life, perhaps, would have turned out the best way. Wow. Thank you for throwing everything out of your life and condemning us all to a miserable existence in a dirty and ruined real world. In my opinion, the bald dude from the first movie was a real hero. School of Rock. Mrs. Mullins. May I have your ID, Mr. Shibley? Dewey. Sorry, I don't have one. Mrs. Mullins. I'm sorry, but I can't let you teach until you provide the documents proving that you are a teacher. Titles. School of Rock. Mrs. Mullins. May I have your ID, Mr. Shibley? Dewey. Sorry, I don't have one. Mrs. Mullins. I'm sorry, but I can't let you teach until you provide the documents proving that you are a teacher. Titles. To be honest, I filled in for teachers very often, and no one ever asked me to show any identification. Really. I was really shocked when I came across this. An adult man walks into the school, and at the entrance he is told, "You're filling in for Mrs. Watson today, right? The office number is so-and-so, blah blah. I'll sign you up now." Frozen Anna. Why did you shut me out? Elsa. That's enough, Anna. Anna. Okay, we'll talk later in private. And also, Elsa. You can't marry the first person you meet? Anna. You're right. You're right. Elsa's parents. Maybe if we raise her in a psychologically and emotionally comfortable environment, she will be able to control her powers? John Wick. If Theon Greyjoy had just taken John down, not only would we not have had 3 John Wick movies, but Theon would also be known as the man who killed Baba Yaga, to be the son of a criminal boss, while gaining worldwide recognition for the murder of the most famous killer in the world. The Tarasov family would become untouchable. Hello, will you sell the car? No. Where did you buy it? I am the son of a mafia boss. Chew money with your ass. Classic Murray cars. Tell them you're from John Wick. They'll give you a good discount. Wow, thanks. Rabid dogs. I don't know, Joe. This robbery seems risky and dangerous. Yes, I'm also not sure if all the team members are ready to pull it off. The Lion King. Don't listen to Scar, Simba. He wants to be king by all means. No one actually goes to that ravine to practice growling. I don't think Mufasa knew that Scar was so slippery and hungry for power. He knew he had shit in him, but he didn't think he was capable of murder, or that he would try to seize power. Mufasa also saw something good in the Scar. Otherwise, instead of saying to him, "Help me, brother," he would have said, "You set all this up, you filthy fratricide. I knew you'd do something like that." Alone at home. Yes, this broken family stupidly forgot about one of their children. Home Alone 2. Congratulations. You took into account the mistake you made, and this time you were able to arrive at the airport without forgetting the child. But we lost him there. In truth, the authors have done their best to explain how they forgot the child. So, not everything is built on sheer stupidity. There are a lot of people in the family. Kevin's plane ticket ended up in the trash. Kevin is sent to sleep in the attic, separated from everyone else. The family overslept the alarm clock, so they have to get ready for the airport in a hurry. A girl, counting children, accidentally confuses a neighbor's kid with Kevin. As a result, she thinks that all the children are in place. Maybe there were more such moments. I haven't reviewed them for a long time. In fact, it's obvious that Kevin died before the movie started. It didn't seem like his family had forgotten him so easily. They just wanted not to break the holiday traditions and not to grieve at Christmas. Mom couldn't come to terms with the tragedy, so she dragged the whole family back to stay at home with Kevin's ghost. This fact explains Kevin's uncanny ability to set traps, and that's why Uncle doesn't give a shit when, upon arrival in Paris, it turns out that they forgot Kevin in New York. It also makes sense that the robbers are demons in the flesh, sent to take Kevin to another world, and also by their main feature is to flood houses. In non-Christian religions, water is often associated with the underworld. Star Wars, not about the main character, but nevertheless. The Empire captures Leia's ship, and the droids dump it on the capsule. No life forms have been found. Don't shoot. No, wait a minute. The droids may have plans that Vader needs. Let's stop them or send some LED fighters to intercept them. After a while, "Sir, we've dismantled these droids." The gold piece turned out to be useless, but the astromechanic had plans. Vader: "Great, you have a reward." The main antagonist in Suicide Squad is a member of their gang, the Enchantress. She turned out to be evil and accumulates power thanks to some magical MacGuffin, with which she is controlled by the lady leading the gang. Literally, the whole plot wouldn't have happened if they hadn't bothered to assemble a fucking Suicide Squad. Waller: "I have an idea. We create a gang of supervillains and use them to do our dirty work. The person from the government who makes the decision, no, end. If Superman becomes a villain, who can stop him? Great idea. Let's create a gang that definitely can't stop Superman." As far as I know, all members of the Suicide Squad are villains. It's stupid to put slave shackles on them and expect everything to go according to plan. Sleeping Beauty: "Honey, we have to invite Maleficent to our daughter's christening. I know she's the mistress of universal evil, but it would probably be worse for us if we didn't invite her." 100 points. Despite the fact that Maleficent is the queen of evil, it was a great insult not to invite her to the christening. There's also this little fairy who quipped to the witch, "Because they didn't want to see you." Hello, fuck. And what do you think is going to happen? Is she going to pout like a child? There's nothing like that. This evil bitch will definitely want revenge. Moral of the story: even if you don't want to invite an influential person to the event, invite them anyway. It is better to treat a person kindly than he will then put a curse on your little daughter. Session: Kids, we're going to visit Grandma and Grandpa. Mom: "I wouldn't want that, but if that's what you want, then I'll take you to their house." Mom: "Hey, you're not my parents. I'm calling the police." End. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe to the channel and like it.